Okay, so you've decided it's time to buy a house. Yay! That's super exciting. But now, what's your price point? That's a tough one to figure out. So today, I am going to share with you some tips and tricks on how to determine the price that is best for you. Hi guys, I'm Jenna Burkett, your local realtor, and every day people like you reach out to me for help with making their move to Jacksonville, North Carolina, and I'm here for it. Whether you're packing up the moving truck next week or next year, give me a call or shoot me a text. All of my information is in the description below, and I can't wait to help you make your move. Since it's time to buy a house, we need to figure out what is your price point, and that can be tough. So most of the time, people have said that they've checked out popular websites and they read the estimated monthly payment on a particular property and they think, yay, 300 to 350, that's good, but are you sure? Because most of those websites, they base their estimated payment on a standard assumption of borrower information. How? How do they even do that? Do they know, how do they figure out what is a standard assumption of a credit score? What type of loan is the buyer using? What interest rate are they using? What kind of down payment are they using? Like, where do they even get the numbers for taxes or homeowners insurance? So basically, they just pull a number out of the sky. So here's what I recommend to help you determine your price range. Number one, what do you want and what do you need? Those are two very, very different things. What type of house are you going to be comfortable living in? Can it be a townhouse, a single family house, a condo, manufactured home? These are all really important questions that you need to ask yourself. And next, find an agent and find a lender. How is that important? Well, they go together just like peanut butter and jelly. And how does that help you determine your price point? Well, let's start with finding the right agent. One, that agent needs to ask you questions like, what are you comfortable paying each month for a mortgage payment? What type of house are you going to be comfortable living in? Also, the agent, whatever agent you choose, they should be a local expert and they know the areas and the price points and how they differ from one place to another. Also, they should ask you about your commute time. Where are you going to be working while you're here? What are you comfortable driving every day? Some folks don't want to drive more than 10 minutes. Other folks are fine driving up to 45 minutes or maybe even over an hour. They also know what areas have higher taxes, whether it's going to be in the county or in the city. And they also know what areas might have higher homeowners insurance premiums. And all of this information is really important on how to determine what your monthly payment is going to be. And they can also put you in touch with a local lender. So now that brings us, how is a lender going to help you come up with your price point? Well, a lot of the same reasons are very similar to whichever agent you choose. Why do you want it to be a local lender? Because they answer the phone. A lot of times, most of the local lenders are available on weekends. A lot of times they're available in the evenings and they'll answer the phone, they'll answer a text message, they'll respond to you relatively quickly, and they know what's required in a local market. For example, here in coastal North Carolina, we require wind and hail insurance in addition to your standard homeowners insurance. Now, they also know local insurance brokers that they can obtain quotes to help you rate shop for the best insurance coverage that's reasonably priced. They also have access to the tax card, so they can tell you exactly what the taxes are on any specific property. And all of these are important because that's what helps determine your monthly payment. So all of this stuff sounds complicated, right? And it's a lot of work. Well, because it is. And that is the exact reason why choosing the right agent and the right lender are so important. So I'm going to squirrel for a second here. I need you to be really, really careful with your clicker finger when you're shopping online for either an agent or a lender. Because the moment you click on something and you add your information, your phone is going to start ringing like this and it's not going to stop. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. You'll get probably a phone call at least every 15 minutes for the first day. It'll drop off a little bit on the second day and it's going to drive you absolutely crazy. Again, you think I'm kidding? Try it and see what happens. So back to where we were. So finding a local agent and a local lender are really, really important to help you determine the price point. And some other really important things that you'll want to consider when figuring out the price point is HOA dues. Those are not included in your monthly mortgage payment. So if you find a great house and you calculate the taxes and the insurance and what your payment's going to look like each month, and it's reached to the top of your threshold, say your budget is $2,500 a month and the estimated payment's going to be right at $2,500, but the community has HOA dues of $2,400 a year, that's an additional $200 a month expense that is not part of the mortgage payment. So make sure you think about that as well and ask your agent questions. That's why we're here. How long do you plan to live in the home? I know it sounds weird, but just hear me out. Here in Coastal Carolina, we have a heavy military community, and a lot of times people are only here for about 2 to 5 years. So say you get qualified with your lender and you're approved for $500,000, that doesn't mean you have to spend it all, especially if you're only going to be here for 2 to 5 years. You have to really think about, do you plan to sell it when it's time to move, or do you want to keep it as an investment property? And especially in a heavy VA market, there's some other factors that go into that are important, but we'll get to those on a different day. But your expert agent can help you with finding the right house in the right area at the right price point and in a favorable area that's going to be able to sell or rent later on. So those are all really important things that are going to help you determine your price point. So if you have more questions on buying a home in Jacksonville or the surrounding areas or anywhere in Onslow County, drop your questions or comments below. I do read them. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. But remember, if you're packing that moving truck next week or next year, I'd love to help you make your move.